Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54,
A General Hospital fan podcast.
Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to the General Hospital recap for June 21st through 25th, although it was kind of the 24th because, we had a preemption on the 25th, but they reran the voting episode from November, which was an awesome episode and perfect day to do it because they had the Emmys.
Yes.
And that was one of the pieces that was sent in and part of the nominations. And I know we talked about it in the fall, but I really did love that episode. I thought that it was, because we don't talk about politics, but it was a really good human. No one can argue that seriously women shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Right.
And it's the same stuff that they're doing with Sean. They're bringing to light these things that need to be talked about. They're not political. Nicholas buying the prison, kind of, it is. It's an issue.
You shouldn't own the prison?
Especially when your mother's the mayor? Yeah, maybe that could be seen as a conflict of interest. But, the thing that I liked the best about the episode was it did not bring actual politics into it.
Right.
It didn't say, you should only vote if this. You should only vote if that. And we talk about human rights stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
But we don't talk. I don't think you and I have ever had a political conversation in our entire friendship.
No.
Because that's private and that's okay.
Yeah.
So, but speaking of that episode, the Daytime Emmys were on Friday.
I know.
This is one of the only times during the year that I miss having cable. But they had it on Paramount Plus.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know it until this morning. So I didn't watch it because I have Paramount Plus, but it hadn't. I don't think I've watched TV all week except for GH.
Wow. You've been a little busy.
I have been, but we'll get to that during reality check.
Yes.
So it's not like I was watching it and just missed the fact that they were probably announcing, hey, it's going to be on.
Right.
I was just thinking the past 2 years, we're just going to have to go on Saturday morning and see, or go on Twitter, whatever.
Yeah, it was all over Facebook last night.
Yep. But GH won for best drama series. Outstanding drama series. And for outstanding performance by a lead actor in a drama series for Maurice Bernard as Sonny.
Not as Mike.
Correct.
As Sonny.
Outstanding. And the funny thing is, so he was actually up against Steve Burton, and they've both won 2 Daytime Emmys. And there's a clip on Twitter that they were talking to Steve Burton, and they're like, what's it like being up against your mentor? And he's like, he's going to win it.
Right.
But then also Dominic Zamprogna was nominated too.
Oh, that would have been nice if he won.
Right. Because I think that he definitely, Maurice should have won because it was the end of the Alzheimer's.
Yeah.
We can still do stuff with Dante's PTSD.
Right.
But that's what he had submitted for. So it's that's a very real thing that we need to be having a good conversation about too, so sidestep. I know that we don't want them to bring in coronavirus. However, it would be a really good opportunity for them to bring Brad back because there's so much hate against Asians.
Yes.
With it. And that is a topic that they're not even going to really be able to bring in without bringing in some kind of, maybe they don't call it coronavirus,
right,
but maybe they make up their own. We love making up our own viruses. But, that's a very real thing that's going on too, that it would be interesting to see Brad maybe wind up in the infirmary or wind up back at the hospital.
Yeah.
Having been beat up.
I like your idea.
Because of
tell them to write that
like
in.
That.
Let's go.
Perry Shen, when we talked with him, gosh, that was almost a year ago.
That was just insane. That was such a fun interview.
But he's very much into, what did he say? He was the longest reigning supporting actor or consistent contract character.
Right.
That's Asian ever.
Right.
In daytime. Come on, guys.
Insane.
Why? We could do so much more with the Wu family too. So let's just do that.
They absolutely need to.
Yeah. You saw what if the 5 families started fighting about that?
Oh, that would be good.
Yeah. And then they gang up on Mrs. Wu, but then she gets Carly on her side because Carly's like, And yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know if Carly's going to do that because
But because Brad kind of really hurt Lucas.
And Mrs. Wu was like, sure, it's nice to have another woman at the table, but then they have not been treating Carly with respect.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, but I just think that there's an opening there somehow.
Yes, absolutely.
It should be taken care of because that is also something horrible that's going on in the world right now. That should not be. Let's just stop hating people there are plenty of reasons to hate people for the way that they actually behave.
Exactly. Let's not hate them for things they can't control.
Like what they look like. So they also, General Hospital also won for Outstanding Directing Team for a Drama Series. Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actor in a Drama Series, Max Gale.
Mm-hmm.
So that was just perfect that Max and Mike. No. Max and Maurice won.
Mike and Mike.
Outstanding cast for. Wouldn't that have been funny if the M had been removed from Mike's watch somehow whenever he fell in the water? And I'm like, oh, Mike and Ike. Okay. Do they still make Mike and Ike's?
Yes.
Okay. They also won for Outstanding Casting for Drama or Daytime Fiction Program. I mean, come on. We love our cast.
Yes.
And Outstanding Technical Team for Drama or Daytime Fiction Program.
That was all those times they used that camera and we're like, what are you doing? Where are you going?
I like that, though.
I like it
It
sometimes.
brings, like, a realistic... when they...
There was that one episode that I was like, what are you doing? They kept, like, following, like, around the corner or whatever, and it just felt weird.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
But they were also nominated, and I don't know who the person is that won this, but for Outstanding Performance by a Lead Actress, Jeannie Francis, Nancy Lee Grahn, and Finola Hughes.
Oh, wow.
No wonder none of them won, because how would you choose between the three of them in the past year?
And now I want to see the clips of the woman that did win, because that must have been an amazing story.
We already mentioned that Steve Burton and Dominic Zampronia were also nominated for lead actor. And Wally Kurth was for his role as Justin Kurekis on Days of Our Lives.
Okay.
So even though he didn't get nominated for Ned.
Well, he doesn't have enough material for Ned to get nominated.
No, not yet.
Right.
Ooh. He's probably going to have Valentine's side when all this comes out.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Outstanding Performance by Supporting Actress, Carolyn Hennessy and Brianna Henry.
Aw.
And also Tamara Braun for her Days of Our Life character, Ava. I'm not even going to try to pronounce her last name. Vitale? Oh, Vitale. Ava Vitale. That's not that hard. Never mind. Outstanding Performance by a Supporting Actor in a Drama, Jeff Kober and James Patrick Stewart were also nominated. Mm-hmm. Outstanding Young Performer, Taj Bello, Sydney Michaela, and Caitlin McCullen. How did she not win? She was robbed. This is the same thing as the year that Ava was robbed.
Yeah.
Mara West. We don't typically actually refer to them, you know. If you're new to the show, we don't typically call the characters or the actors the character names. Right. But seriously, how did she not win? She found out about her baby and she helped Christina get out of the cult. Yeah. And
she did a lot this year that would have definitely been good enough.
Yeah.
More than good enough.
So we're going to go back and give Mara West an Emmy for the year that Kiki died. And Caitlin McCullen, you still get one because you were robbed. Outstanding Guest Performance in a Drama Series, Kim Delaney and Brianna Lane as Brooklyn.
Nice.
She did a really good job.
She did.
You know what's the sign that she did a really good job? I don't feel like there was a skip. Right. When Amanda Sutton came back. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like when we have our other temporary casts. Yeah. Like, what are you doing?
Right. Right. It didn't feel off for those days. It all just seamlessly went together. Beautiful.
So they were also nominated for Outstanding Writing Team, but they did not win. And we comment on that occasionally.
They need our help, and the next year we'll get it.
They won for casting and Outstanding Drama, period.
Right.
But not for writing, guys. Take the hint. And also, we should give a shout out to Sean Kanan because many of the General Hospital cast members are part of Studio City, and they won for Outstanding Limited Drama Series and Outstanding Lighting Direction.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which the way that was filmed. And I just think it's amazing that he won considering the entire project was only an hour.
Yeah.
But there is season 2 coming up.
Yay.
So, don't know when, but
we'll definitely talk about it when it comes out.
Yeah. I just wanted to give a little update on...
Congratulations to all the winners.
Yay. And we know it was just an honor to be nominated, but some of you were robbed. Also, I learned this week, you can't surf at Lake Erie.
That's so good. That's so good. Good job.
We'll talk about it later, but I know so many people on social media were like, where the heck is Jack surfing? Maybe he was surfing at Lake Erie. Maybe Port Charles is closer. The way
that was filmed, it wasn't a matter of closer. It was like his house was on the lake.
I know.
But maybe it wasn't necessarily Lake Erie. Maybe it's another lake that we're unaware of. And if you can surf at Lake Erie, you can surf at the lake in your backyard.
Sure. I mean, he probably has a wave machine.
Sure.
He's got bajillions of dollars.
Bajillions. Yeah.
Bajillions. And also, I want to give you a quick update on your caller ID thing.
Oh, yeah.
Heather Jameson on Instagram said, FYI, if you want to find the identity of a no caller ID, you can click on the circle I next to the no call ID in your recent calls. You can hold down on no caller ID, copy and paste it into your keypad, and it gives you the phone number.
Oh.
She's an iPhone, so don't know if it works for Android.
Huh.
But I told her that we would mention it.
Yeah.
So thank you, Heather.
Heck yeah, thanks.
So yay. All right, now we can talk about GH.
All right,
I just spent the past 10 minutes talking.
You had all the updates.
Yes.
My notes are very, one line.
Mm-hmm.
So I start with, Chloe is dead, because that was part of the conversation last week. Is she actually going to be dead or not? Because I did not want her to tell everyone what was up.
Yep.
So I'm glad that she's dead. And then my next sentence was, but Chase is alive, and his legs, he does not have feeling in his leg. So that's like, boop, boop.
I don't know where we're going.
I don't know where we're going either. We're just going to keep having tragic things happen to him so that Willow can't divorce him, which is stupid.
Yeah.
Because then
we know she's not going to.
Right. We're going to get to the point where then she's back in love with both of them and doesn't know what to do.
Right.
And I'm over it.
Yeah.
So
I agree. That's because if this is how we're going to write her love story with both of them, I don't want her to be with either one.
Right.
Because
she just keeps flip-flopping.
She can't just be with Michael just because she's Wiley's mom.
No.
And she can't just be with Chase because she needs to actually fall in love with these guys.
Yes. Exactly. Not in the past, which is what the whole Chase connection is.
Right.
Is that they used to be in love.
If she had rediscovered, I don't think she ever fell out of love with him, but if they had been able to rediscover that connection or something.
Right.
Absolutely.
There's some people that you will love forever. It's just the love changes as you've been apart from them.
Yeah.
So we need to let that just end. Her tell Chase the truth. Her to do a little self-discovery and decide if she wants to be with Michael or if there's a whole new man or if she just wants to be alone. That's okay too.
Let's just have her be single for a little bit.
She should be focusing on her nursing.
Yes.
Taking care of Wiley. And once she has
herself.
a better picture of everything, then she can choose.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like just sitting there, it's boring watching it because you know exactly what they're doing.
And they're going to have the wedding at the Rose Garden at the Quartermain Mansion. And good for Brooke Lynn. She's like, you just need to go tell him. I think Brooke Lynn's probably going to tell him.
Oh.
I do. Which is ironic considering that she's not telling Valentine about the baby.
No, because see, I feel like Willow is going to figure out the baby. And then if Brooke Lynn tells, then Willow's
They're going to
be
blackmail
mad.
each other?
Yeah.
You think Willow can blackmail?
If not blackmail, she's just going to be so upset she's going to spit it out. Like, you hurt me, I need to hurt you. You just told this secret, let me tell yours.
Huh. I hadn't considered that.
Like in the heat of the moment. Exactly what you were going to say. Who are you to judge? Blah, blah, blah.
Oh, they're going to be fighting.
Baby.
They're going to fight in the vestibule. The vestibule? That's not a vestibule. Foyer.
There you go.
Vestibules are small.
Or in the living room with the baby monitor on, and then everyone will hear.
As they're getting ready for the wedding.
Yes. Dun, dun, dun.
I like it. See, we could win the Emmy. Best writing team. Amanda Kimmel and Shannon Coach. Thanks. It was an honor being nominated by ourselves.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't know what else to say on any of that. I did like Chase's reaction to finding out that Gregory was his dad.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't expect him to react any other way because he was pretty devastated to find out it was Finn, but that was a nice family moment of all coming together.
Yeah. Finn was telling him about his history with marriages. He was successfully married to Reiko, and we keep forgetting it.
Yep.
That's just, I don't get it. Oh, and Violet has a nanny. Why did we not think about that when we're like, who's taking care of
these kids?
Gee.
Because they've never said her name.
True.
With the Corinthos kids, they always said the nanny's names.
Yes.
So that's why.
Rosalie was a nanny.
Mm-hmm.
She actually had a storyline with Michael.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I like that. So, yeah. That's why I didn't know there was a nanny. I never heard her name.
Teri picking up on there's something between... I didn't like that she was picking up on that there was possibly something romantic. Not, right. You two are keeping a secret.
Yes.
You know, she was definitely, ew, what's going on?
Right. Which is way too soon, especially whenever we see Liz right before that, after that. Before that, at the cemetery crying about Franco.
Yes.
I love that conversation with Carly, though. Oh. They've finally come to their, like, on the same playing field with their feelings, and that was beautiful.
It was. That was a very... Liz accepted her blame. Mm-hmm. She did not try to excuse it.
Right.
Carly accepted it. Mm-hmm. And let her know she was wrong. Yeah. But in a sweet way. Yes. I mean, she was like, I'm just so glad. Oh, and the last piece of cake. That's the... Come
sweet.
On.
That was sweet. That was sweet. I will give it to you. I didn't cry. I don't know why you're like, come on, like you were tearing up. But,
no, but that was
it was very sweet.
The fact that she made herself that vulnerable to even tell Carly that.
Right.
You know.
Carly had shared about the coffee.
But exactly. That's what I was going to say. I'm like.
Yes. No, it felt, like we've said before, I love the moments that feel like real life moments. And that felt like a real life moment you would have with another wife.
Yeah. I just hope that they're able to carry this truce, you know, and that they don't go at it again.
Right.
Unless, obviously...
I don't think they're going to have to go at it again because now Carly's ready to go after Britt, which is so annoying.
She just needs to chill.
She does need to chill.
Like, that's a fight that she just needs to not even be...
And she keeps asking Jason the same question. Is there something going on? Yes, I already told you.
Like, do you want an update every time we did? Who knew that boxing could be so darn sexy?
I want to take boxing lessons now.
Oh my gosh. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah. I want to take some boxing lessons now.
I mean, that was just, woo! See, I will take those scenes over the stupid slow down bedroom scenes any day.
Right.
That's hot.
Yeah. The sexual tension is better than the actual seeing the act played out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Especially with Jason, like, right behind you, moving you around. Anyway. And Britt plays the scenes perfectly well, too. Like, the writing for that is on point because she is not, like, over the top with her comments. They're just subtle and flirty enough.
And both of them are getting fun personalities now.
Yeah.
So we're definitely seeing a different side of both characters, which is very, very nice.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Yep.
They might be my favorite couple now.
I did like the Jasons. Oh, by the way, I've been seeing on social media, Jabrit is their name. Okay. I liked Brayson better.
Yeah. Me too.
So let's fight for Brayson.
We don't do ship wards.
No. Do we do ship ward name suggestions?
I don't know.
I know we don't do ship wars, but
it's just going to yell at you.
I meant nothing by that statement other than I like the way that the names go together differently.
I just have to teach you about
Jabrit
something.
Sounds like you're tripping.
I like it better. Brayson, you're right.
Is wedding invitation.
There you go.
That's a wedding hashtag. Jabrit sounds like...
Oh, I had a problem with Britt this week. Who does she think she is giving out my gold stars? I was like, what? What are you talking about? Those are mine to give out, not yours, Britt. Knock it off.
Get with it.
Mm-hmm.
That was funny. I didn't even pick up on that.
Yep, she was totally giving out my stars.
I like that Cam went to Jason and asked for forgiveness.
Yes.
And then went to Joss and asked for it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Liz apologized to Jason. She's going to totally tell him.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's going to move the body.
She needs to find somewhere private to tell him.
Seriously.
And to not keep dancing around it, though.
Yeah.
Because everything that she was saying wasn't saying it, but it was saying it enough.
Oh, I think he was totally picking up what she was...
Yeah. But so could anyone else that was in earshot could also get it. Because she's like, you don't have to worry. You don't have to worry. Why? Why don't I have to worry, Liz? Tell me.
Oh, but her talking about how the boys are so mad at each other now.
Yeah, that was so...
We're back to the cemetery. But
so sad.
There was just so much. You know, she really... That was all mom guilt that we all have running through our heads.
Absolutely.
Even if we talk about it or not. And I hate to say it, she is slightly to blame for that.
Right.
She was in her grief. And it makes sense given all the information. But she needed to believe Jason when he said it.
Right. But I like that they're showing that side of it.
Yes.
Like, moms can be wrong too. And sometimes we're in a moment so much that we don't realize the effect it's going to have on the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to fix it. And I'm sure Jason will help her. So,
yes.
Yay.
Did we ever figure out who shot him?
Mm-mm.
Okay, so this is just dropped?
I guess so.
Okay.
Are we sticking with the cemetery?
Sure.
So Nina came on screen and I said out loud, if you say anything about Sunny, I swear to God, I'm going to throw my phone at the TV.
Meanwhile, she monologued it.
And I was watching it with my friend and he's like, don't throw your new phone at the TV. And what are you talking about? And I'm like, just wait for it. So sure enough, she starts out, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I missed you. I wish we could have more time together. And then Michael walks in and they have the whole conversation about don't talk stuff.
Why did not he? I can't talk.
Why
Yoda
did he
today?
Not?
Yes. Hear it.
No, well, she wasn't there yet. There, she was just talking about whatever. She missed her. Then he has the conversation about how they already have a therapist ready to talk to Wiley.
I like that. Why don't we talk to this person? Why don't we see this person?
I'm glad that they already have that in the works because obviously Wiley's going to have some issues. And then Michael goes away and then Nina sits there and says exactly what I said she was going to say. Oh no, how do I keep this secret? Blah, blah, blah. But Sonny doesn't carry the same guilt in his eyes that he did when he was Sunnyable. And I really wanted to throw my phone at the TV.
I don't know if it was a slip of the tongue or if this is how it was written, but Michael said that Wiley's going to need a psychiatrist when he's 22.
Okay.
That's medicine. A psychologist.
True.
Is not. So I don't know if it was a slip of the tongue, but when he said that, I'm like, why is Wiley suddenly getting medicated because of this? Granted, I mean, I take medication for my depression and anxiety. I tried to work it out through just therapy, but I had to go to a psychiatrist for that.
Yes.
So Wiley could wind up taking medication in the future, but I was just like, why is he automatically jumping to that one?
I agree.
Can we please just seriously, we need to know who this child psychologist is. We need a new character.
Oh, maybe. Yes, exactly. I was going to say, maybe we'll get a new character.
And that could be who Willow. No, then we're going to fall into the whole Neil and Alexis thing. No. And so, no, that's not going to be who Willow falls in love with. And we can't have it be where she meets him before he's treating her. Because again, that's Alexis and Neil. And it's Michael and Willow.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's just not do that.
Why does it have to be a guy? Why can't it be a chick?
Thank you for correcting my sexism there.
So we can
Considering I was a psych major and that was my career goal was to be a child psychologist.
We can have a nice female doctor and she can be...
Did he say he though? I don't know.
I don't think he did, but maybe. Okay. Maybe he did and maybe that's where you were going with. But that doesn't mean that they'd have to cast a guy because they're not expecting anyone to go back and really listen to he or she.
No, 100%. So yes.
I'm just trying to think whose love interest they could be then. Or maybe they could make a love interest for Teri. Because they haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. See? Opening all kind of new doors.
There we go.
What direction they can go.
But if she gets chief of staff, that'd be a conflict.
True.
Maybe so let's not do that.
Maybe they work at Mercy.
I don't want Britt to get demoted.
Maybe they work
at Mercy? Okay.
Yes.
That's probably where they go anyway, because they want anonymity.
Right.
Wow.
That was a big word that you said. Good job.
Oh my God. My head was Finding Nemo.
Yes.
Anemone. Okay, kid, don't hurt yourself.
I have...
your mom when.
I have another friend who has a coworker named Sherman, and every time they say his name, I'm like, P. Sherman Wallaby Way. And they're like, what? Because they haven't watched Nemo because they don't have kids. And I'm like,
that doesn't mean anything.
You just have to watch Nemo, and every time you hear his name, in your head, you'll say P. Sherman Wallaby Way. So, on next week's podcast, we will talk about Finding Nemo.
I did think it was totally fair of Nina to also request that Michael not speak ill.
Yes.
And I thought that was about time.
Yes. But I also feel like Michael doesn't really talk bad about now.
No.
Especially in front of Wiley. But I also feel like she's gone now. We don't have to sit around and talk nasty about her.
Right. Well, that's kind of what he said. He's like, but here's the thing. We just don't talk about her.
Right.
Like it's just...
She's just gone. That's it.
Right. And I give him a lot of credit thinking that he's going to wait until he's 22 to ask these questions. But I don't know.
I think he meant they'll continue dealing with it as he gets older and has like little kid questions.
Yeah.
But whenever he becomes an adult, then Nina can present all of her side of the information.
Gotcha.
I don't think they meant wait to tell him. That's a lot to wait 23 years to tell him.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, real life. The boys are going to be big brothers to a little sister.
So cute.
And they were so cute. It was the cutest little... Okay. Just go on Instagram and watch Teo and Eric Olsen share that they're going to be big brothers.
Oh, so cute.
It is. Halloween, right? Halloween's
I
when
think
they're...
that's what she said, yeah.
Oh, and if you haven't watched Lance Bass's, I don't know if they're adopting or having a surrogate. I don't know. But they're getting babies on Halloween also. And I think it's on TikTok or it's on their Instagram. I don't know. But it's like a horror movie trailer.
Aww.
That he and his husband put together. It's just really funny.
All right.
I'll have to watch it.
I have not watched. I'll have to check it out.
Yes. It just happened to pop up the other day as I was watching celebrity birth announcements, I guess.
That's
my theme for the week.
Like, what are you watching that's coming up? But okay.
No. Well, TikTok. And I follow Lance Bass. Because I'm an NSYNCer for life.
I still don't have TikTok.
That's the best thing about TikTok. You don't need TikTok to watch TikTok videos.
Well, that's true. I have you and Megan send me TikTok videos all day long and I watch them, but I have not signed up to like sit and watch hours of them because that's what I would do.
I wasn't going to do it. And then I found out that a friend of mine planned her entire vacation through TikTok by watching videos of people. Yeah. And there's some really good like organizational tools on there and stuff like that. So I don't do the dancing, but I'll do the cleaning and traveling and recipes and stuff.
Got it.
Yes. Oh, back to Finn and Liz. What the heck would their name be? And this is exactly why it's not going to work. Fizz, Lynn, or Fliz?
Fliz. I like that. Fliz. I like that.
I still don't think it works though. What's next? Oh, I didn't think about the fact that Maxie had dropped a pin to Brooklyn.
Yeah, I know. I didn't think about that either.
Yeah, because that's not something I do.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Do you think it's Sam that's going to figure it out first and then find a way to change it, delete it, something? Spinelli should be able to get on that.
Yeah. She's going to have to tell him then.
Yeah. But that's okay.
But are they really going to be able to change it since it did take them there?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know what you can change, how you can change. I don't know.
Technology baffles me.
I'm still getting excited about apps. So I don't
about
know.
the no caller ID.
Exactly. I don't know if there's a way to untrack a pin or remove it or something. I don't know. Oh, Molly and TJ.
Yes.
Celebrating their 5-month anniversary. Cute little mug.
I didn't think it was 5 months already, but then I started doing the math and I'm like, oh, I guess it could have been.
Yeah.
And Judge Carson talking to Molly at Kelly's. Are you getting the impression that she knows?
Yeah.
That
she has to know because then they turned around and showed Alexis and Sean's privileges got taken away.
Right. But Nicholas could have had his privileges taken away.
I don't think that Nicholas would have.
But
maybe
he's trying to keep Sean from finding out that he's the one who had Hayden shot.
Maybe. I don't know. I was more focused on Alexis falling and she hurt her wrist. And so I was
the osteoporosis!
Yes. So I'm like, are we going to have to go to GH for treatment and then someone's going to try to kill you or drug you or something?
Yeah.
Like, what's going to happen? Because you can't go to the hospital and not get attempted to be killed or drugged or something.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Although Molly did bring it up when she visited her last week.
Yeah, and whenever she fell, she kept holding her wrist when she got up. So.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess now we'll be able to see the kind of medical care that they do provide when there is something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if just the nurse will handle it there or if they'll have to take her to the hospital.
Right.
But
I'm curious. Like, just because they're in jail, I don't think that they should have to suffer if they have...
right. Absolutely not.
Something like that. If they have cancer, if they have a kidney disease, if they... I don't think that it should go untreated.
Right.
That's just inhumane.
Exactly.
But Molly trying to make sure that she gets like 3 square meals a day and no.
Yeah.
I mean, that's...
Right. Exactly. No.
But good for Alexis being like, no, we're not going to do that.
Right.
And good for Sean. Okay, first of all, they're doing it how we asked.
Yes.
That they're lining up exactly what we were hoping that they would.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. We're looking to see if there are white male defendants that received lesser sentences by not just that judge either.
Right.
They're
They had a whole book there.
All. Yeah.
That's a lot of paperwork.
Yes. Well, they have some time.
Very true.
But then it didn't surprise me at all that Sean was like, we're not just going to use this to my benefit.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
How many other people were wrongfully sentenced because of this judge?
You know what would be great is if they brought in the Innocence Project and had them actually like work on this case and everything.
That would be awesome.
Yes.
I'm with you.
Yes. Get them some publicity. Yep. And that way Alexis doesn't get in trouble for overstepping her lines. Or
that's definitely the other side. If she goes too far, she's practicing law and she cannot.
Yep. But Molly did mention, like you said, to TJ, it's public knowledge. I didn't do anything wrong.
It still threw up a red flag somewhere.
Right. Well, I think the judge is going to get in her way. I think the judge is going to prevent her career rather than offering to mentor her.
Oh, no. See, I felt like it was going to be, I can get you 10 steps further faster if you just let this hush hush. But if not, you're going to have to work
You're all
at the
about this
normal
blackmail stuff. You go immediately to blackmail.
I'm sorry.
I go to like blocking and you go to blackmail. Okay.
Because she said she wanted to help her if you need anything.
Yeah.
So she's going to give her a taste of like, look at all I can do for you. Now you better fall in line or boom, you're back to starting at square one.
Huh. I am curious to see how Alexis handles solitary though.
That would drive me crazy. I'd be talking to the walls.
I would just be napping.
I guess it depends on how long you're in there for.
Yeah.
If it was a 24-hour hold or like a 3-day hold, okay, fine.
Well,
but if you're talking weeks, I don't know how long they
I don't think they're allowed to. Because I do think that is.
I was going to say, I don't know how long they're allowed to do that.
I don't know. We really need to learn a lot about prison. I mean, we don't need... I do. I'm curious about these things.
Why don't you contact the local prison? Can we take a tour? Can you give us some information?
Explain solitary confinement to me? Like, how long do you get? Like, what's the longest? Because I would think that it would be...
I'm sure between the two of us that we know a couple correction officers that would know how that works.
Yeah.
We need to
I think you would more so than I would.
Definitely. All right, we'll look into that. That can be my homework.
Ryan voicing the teddy bear, but Dante saying it could have been anyone using Ryan's voice. I was like, thank you.
Yes.
Ava saying that she and Nicholas are done.
They're not done.
Nope.
No way.
Nope.
But good for her for looking out for Avery and giving Avery to Carly.
Yeah. And good for Carly just being like, yep, whatever you need.
Of course I'll take it.
You know, not even making it an issue. And I think Carly will help her because...
Heck yeah.
You know.
So besides, you mentioned it a couple minutes earlier, Monica taking over as chairperson.
Yay!
I was so happy to see her back in the hospital and like doing stuff.
She's looking kind of frail lately though.
Yeah. But she must be feeling better if they're bringing her in. So there you go.
Yay.
And I like that Britt was right on top of it. Like, okay, so now you're going to kick me out because I was who had to take over because of Cyrus.
But good for Monica for saying, I haven't actually decided yet.
Yes.
You know, and now if she finds out that Jason's with her, she's going to have that.
But that might be
Teri stepping in being like, well, if you haven't decided yet, would you consider me? I'm like, oh, did not see that coming.
I would be okay with Teri, except for I don't like her taking it off of Britt.
Right.
Because I don't think that Britt's done anything wrong.
She just did her job. She was hired by somebody to do a job. She did her job. The second that she realized this is shady.
Yeah.
She assisted in getting rid of the shadiness.
Exactly. So I don't know if there's like a certain term that they can hold that position for or how that works, but I feel like she should get to ride it out.
Right. Like, is that something that the board gets to vote on? And I don't know.
Now we need some hospital connections to tell us how that works.
All right. If you can explain to us how chiefs of staff are selected, because I don't know if Grey's Anatomy is accurate, because they just run through them.
Oh, yeah.
But I love that Monica was nominated by Leslie.
Yes.
And it was unanimous. Loved it. And they explained that Epiphany's been in Cabo because she's been saving up all of her vacation days for what they say, like 15 years of never taking a vacation, finally paid off.
She needed some time to get over Milo.
Yeah.
That's a good place to do it. I'm sure she found some entertainment there.
Still hate that story.
Me too. It didn't make any sense. It was just thrown in there and then turned around.
How gaga over her he was.
Right.
I
And it's not like they had it on screen that much to begin with, so they could have just kept it all off screen and mentioned it here or there. It would have been fine.
Right. Is he seriously just never coming back? It's not like...
I don't know. Makes me mad. Poor Epiphany. But anyway, hopefully she's enjoying her vacation.
Yes. And Bobby's getting hired back, too.
Yes.
Yay! Maxie going over and holding baby Lou. We forgot about all that.
That was heartbreaking.
It was. And Valentine... He was compassionate.
He was compassionate, but that whole thing was so weird. Like, you wouldn't just show up at someone's house to see their baby because you respect anyone, but especially a new mom more than that.
Yeah, no. Especially if you've had kids.
Exactly.
You would definitely not do it because I can understand people who don't.
Right.
Not realizing.
And Olivia would not just be like, sure, you can just stay here, especially knowing everything that Maxie's just gone through. Sure, you can be here in the room by yourself with the baby. I'm just going to go do what?
And the way that Olivia said, oh, this must be so hard for you, was not Olivia.
Right.
She's like, oh, hey, you have an open wound right now. I'm just going to remind you. And, oh, so this is hurting you right now, right? That you're holding the baby? Okay.
You stay here with the baby. I'm going to go grab some salt to rub in your wound. I'll be right back.
Right.
Yeah.
That wasn't Olivia.
Mm-mm.
So.
Nope.
In my opinion.
Yeah, that whole scene was just, I know they needed to get Maxie to see the baby and have that whole conversation, but the way that was written was dumb. I feel like it would have been better if it was a chance meetup at the park or something like that, where Maxie wasn't prepared to see the baby and then saw the baby and...
I did like her cover of I Brought a Gift.
Yeah.
But it would have made more sense had Brooklyn been there.
Yeah. And I Brought a Gift, but what she held up in her apartment was just like a plain pink onesie. And then she put it in that box. And then she gave it to Olivia and was like, can you take a picture of her in this? And I was, what am I missing? It was a plain pink onesie. You wouldn't ask someone to take a picture of a baby in a plain pink onesie.
As her mother, you take pictures of them and everything. You're like, oh my gosh, you moved your foot a little to the left. It's so cute. I am so thankful we did not have phones that took pictures when my kids were little.
I know. My entire phone is Madeline. It's really awful. And then I feel bad because I don't have all those pictures of the other kids.
Right, right.
Trying to do graduation stuff for Em. I'm like, let me dig out these pictures from 100 years ago. But Madeline, I'm just like, here's 400 pictures on my phone
from the past week.
Exactly.
I know.
Crazy.
It is.
Yeah. I feel like you would buy a super pretty dress or,
well, especially Maxie.
Yeah.
She's going to make sure her baby or not
is dressed. Yeah. 100%.
She'd be wearing couture.
So I just don't understand a plain pink onesie, but okay, whatever got you in the door, I guess, Maxie. But yeah. I just didn't feel like that was a very realistic scene.
But still
heartbreaking.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to see it all come out at the wedding. Like we just wrote.
Exactly. I like it. Portia and Jordan trying to be friends.
I don't like it. No.
Jinx.
Yeah. No. Some people you just can't be friends with. And it doesn't matter if you're in the same type of circumstances or circle. Mm-hmm. You just aren't friends with that person.
It doesn't feel
genuine. Like, I'm not going to open up to you about my boyfriend that you just divorced. That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And that's a huge part of your life, no matter what.
Exactly. And you know stuff about my ex-husband that I don't. And
exactly. And you can't open up to me about how you're feeling about your divorce when I'm sleeping with your ex-husband.
She's not sleeping with him
Not yet.
But but Taggert going and talking to Chris. He's wearing the same shirt.
He's always wearing the same shirt. I think they film all his scenes like in one day and don't remember to change him.
But I liked him going to see Curtis. Mm-hmm. Just like being a little, so what's going on?
Yeah, exactly.
He wasn't threatening though.
No. Just wanted in the loop.
Yes. And Curtis is throwing Trina's. And, he gave me such a good idea, and you should be so proud of me that I did not do it.
I am proud of you.
When he said mocktail, I'm like, why did I not think of creating some kind of a plum mocktail?
I am so proud of you. Although the party hasn't happened yet, so I don't know. I don't believe that tonight at midnight you won't be texting me, hey, can you run to the store and grab some grape juice?
I was thinking like grape juice, and I don't know what else, though. Plum punch. Ooh, uh-oh.
Grape juice, and then something that would make it a little bit lighter color.
Like 7-Up?
7-Up would work, but I was thinking like another juicier thing.
Pineapple juice?
You think pineapple juice and grape juice?
I don't know. We still have to do our character mocktails. Ooh, we need to do that. Yes.
We do need to do that.
What juice goes?
I can like...
It goes with tequila is the first thing that comes up.
Yes, tequila.
With grape.
I can see it in my head, and I can't think of what I'm trying to say.
What flavors mix well with grape? Apple, almond, chocolate, citrus, ginger, hazelnut, mint, pear, pecan, raisin, raspberry.
Oh, pear.
Ooh. Pear juice, though? Oh, but we could float some pear. Like, we could just cut them up and have them infused.
Are you just doing a plum one? Or are you doing a plum one and one with your son's name? And
okay, that is too much. My husband will kill you. And we will learn.
And one for his new college.
Oh, shoot, that's right. Okay, so we're not going to do it because
you're going to have 4 drinks made by tomorrow.
So it'd be plum punch and Edinburgh, the Burrow booze.
There you go.
No, because that'd just be for me. Darn it! Grape juice cocktail with vanilla liqueur. That sounds pretty good. Okay.
Anyway, mocktails for Trina's graduation party is where we're at.
Yes.
Well, if you had more time, maybe you could just wait and see what they had.
No.
Oh, man.
And now you're not the one hosting your daughter's party, so I can't even live vicariously through you.
I got invited to her party. Do you want to come with me? And we'll just bring the non-alcoholic mocktails for everyone.
Sure.
Okay. I need a date to go because I can't go by myself. So
we'll see.
All right. Anyway, yes, very nice party that they're going to have for Trina. And I totally did think of you with the mocktails.
Cool. You know me a little too well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and Joss wants to commute. How is she going to break that to Trina?
I don't know.
Carly's like, no, you're not.
No.
You're getting out of here.
Exactly.
Have you ever seen a real glass milk jar?
No.
Only on TV?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. Carly making those cookies. It's the only thing she knows how to cook.
But it had the bag in front of her. That's what I thought was funny. When they first panned it, it looked like, oh, she made these from scratch. And then when they panned out, the Duncan Hines baggie of cookie stuff
Are you serious?
On the table.
Because then she had to the side was like a little cup of chocolate chips. And I'm like, why didn't you put those all in?
Yeah.
I don't know, because that's me.
No, there was the bag of it.
I did not see that.
Mm-hmm. Go back and look. There's a bag.
Next on Carly's Kitchen.
Yeah, right. Let's start our own cooking show. I don't know anything else.
I do think that.
Yeah, at the very end, the warehouse exploded, and we didn't. We didn't get into Friday to see like that phone call being made.
Yeah,
so.
Jason was pretty calm about it, though.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
We'll see what happens.
I guess much doesn't scare him anymore.
It was just funny that Carly was like, "We need to talk. We need to talk." No, it's not time sensitive, and then the warehouse exploded. Apparently, it was time sensitive.
Yeah,
needed to move a little faster.
Yep.
Ugh. But yeah. Anything else in your notes?
No.
You have way more notes than I do.
Oh. Last week we talked about, and this can actually kind of go into reality check.
Okay.
Last week we talked about, could Finn marry Liz?
Oh my gosh.
And there is a law, the Deceased Wife's Sister Marriage Act of 1907. It was an act of Parliament of the United Kingdom, allowing a man to marry his dead wife's sister, which had previously been forbidden. The prohibition had derived from the doctrine of canon law, whereby those who were connected by marriage were regarded as being related to each other in a way that marriage between them improper. Because I was trying to still find who that person was that I was talking about, that he married his dead wife's sister, and I still can't. And unfortunately, Stitcher doesn't have, here's the history of what you listened to.
I can't wait for someone to analyze your Google searches. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Perhaps. But yeah, so that's the real life answer.
Okay, but no. My answer is still no.
I agree, but I'm just saying, I didn't know that it was ever considered illegal.
And why did Teri even say that? She was like, not marriage, obviously, but she was like, ooh, there's something going on. Shouldn't she have said, ew, what's going on with your sister's baby daddy? What the heck? No.
Right.
No. Ew. Just ew.
I agree. I do not want them together.
The answer is no. Okay.
Reality check.
Are you going first? I went first last week because I was so excited.
You did. So this week we had my son's new student orientation up at college. It was so nice though. We got up there and my daughter was able to come with us, and she actually stayed in the parent session.
Nice.
Guide for we sat in like one session together, and then they separated the college students and the new students and the parents.
Mm-hmm.
And she offered for my daughter to go with them. She's like, it'll just be one more person. And I'm like, no, that needs to be his thing.
Right.
he comes back after we get together and meet up again. And he's like, do you know how much books are? I was like, uh-huh, I sure do. And I can only imagine how much more they are now.
Oh, that was the worst.
Yeah. But he's going to be taking so many art classes. I don't know how many books he's actually going to need. I mean, obviously he's going to be taking educational art classes, but I don't know. And we got to meet the department head, and she seems really cool. And I'm so excited for him. I'm so jealous because his campus has a lake in the middle of it, and we went for a walk around it. We went to dinner at one of the local restaurants. So we decided, even though the program was only 4 hours and we only live 2 hours away.
Did you try to water ski in it or surf?
No, I did not try to surf in the middle of the lake, but we decided to stay overnight and just get to know the town a little bit better. So we decided to go to like a locally owned restaurant and had such good barbecue. I had such good barbecue because they had it. The rest of the family didn't. And on their menus, they have buy around for the kitchen for $8.
Oh, that's so nice.
And so we did. I was like, we're doing that. I was like, that's the coolest thing in the world.
That is so nice.
So we bought around for the kitchen. And then the next day he was so funny. Okay. Do you know what Tim Hortons is?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We don't have it in Pittsburgh.
Right.
It's definitely more like New York. It's a Canadian restaurant it's like the Canadian Dunkin' Donuts, which I'm probably going to get yelled at for saying that because I know that there is a difference. But for people who don't know what Tim Hortons is, that's basically what it is. He's like, we have to go to this Tim Hortons place. I keep hearing really good things about it. I'm like, all right, we'll go there for breakfast, Yeah. Like he just really wanted to go to Tim Hortons. So we went to Tim Hortons and then we went a half hour further away and went to Lake Erie for the day. And that's when I was reading on the website because there's like 10 plus beaches, but only certain ones are available for certain things. I'm like, okay, which one? Because we've gone up there before. I was like, which one have we not swam at before? And there I see it, surfing. And I sent Amanda a screenshot. Surfing's allowed in Lake Erie. Who knew?
Did you try it?
No, I didn't. I don't have a surfboard.
Maybe you could rent one. I don't know.
I don't know. We didn't go to that beach.
I wish
you want me to try to learn to surf in Lake Erie?
I wish you would have tried because that would have been a great cover photo. Shannon and Jax hanging out. We could have photoshopped you next to each other in your wetsuits and been great.
I can do that actually. I'm going to find a picture. I'm going to Photoshop me and Jax surfing.
All right. I can't wait to see it.
Have you ever... No, never mind. My favorite movie is Back to the Beach. And like no one's ever seen it. It's a Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello, but it's from the 80s. And there's an exact picture I'm thinking of in my head right now. I'm like, I could just totally Photoshop us on that one.
Okay.
Lori Loughlin was in it when she was like younger, like pre Aunt Becky.
I mean,
and now it's just hard to watch because I'm like, yeah, you screwed up the college system. No. She did not screw it up. The college system was screwed up.
Right.
She just took advantage of it.
Very true.
And now it's changing. Boop, boop.
Good.
I'm all over the place.
You are.
But yeah, I mean, it was just like a really, really busy week. So it's weird. Because that was Tuesday into Wednesday. So it was really weird coming back from that. And his graduation party's tomorrow. So
I'm so excited.
Me too. So glad I'm not having it at my house. It's a wreck right now. with all the stuff that we just have to bring to the party.
Yeah.
It's just crowded. So what about you?
My week was not nearly as exciting as yours, except for it was Megan's fire camp week that I had mentioned. So they did so much stuff. It was crazy. You'll have to check out their Facebook page and see all of the different things. But they ran them through what everyday grown-up firefighters have to do. They learned this thing called the Denver drill, which is a million years ago, not a million years ago, but a while ago, there was a firefighter that ended up dying because they couldn't get him out and like up and over. So they ran this whole drill that is, I guess, not like a typical drill, but it's something that they learned. So she thinks she's all smart because she's like,
to save each other.
Yeah. To be able to like get each other up. And so that was awesome. And they did water rescue at the high school in the pool. They brought in cars that they had to destroy and get people out of and whatever. They learned Stop the Bleed. They got CPR certified. They went to the fire academy yesterday and got to run the towers and whatever. So it was just like,
I love that she's into all of this.
I love that she's into it. And there were so many girls there. I was so proud. There were so many girls. And yesterday, at our community days, they did like a graduation ceremony and gave them little certificates for not like all of the stuff that they actually earned and then completing the whole week certificate, and it was just so cute to see her
really cool.
in her own and whatever. So yay, Megan. Very proud of all of that stuff. And yesterday was exhausting. We had a girls' day and we went to the park. We went to Eaton Park for lunch. We went to a movie, and then we came home and got ready and had to go to this thing. And last night I was just I'm ready for bed right now.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it was a good week. And I did not have to file harassment charges thanks to my little app. Unfortunately, I can't educate people on how to do it, but I did let that person know that I had the app and they doubted it. And so I got to send screenshots so they could see that they should not doubt anything that's out there because there's so much technology nowadays.
Seriously.
And so my harassing phone calls have stopped for the time being.
Good.
Yes.
Very good.
So
good. And just remember what Heather said at the beginning of this episode. So I guess I'm going to have to do some research for Android because I don't know what those options are.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been a while since I've had harassing phone calls because I just blocked them. And I don't know if they know how to do that. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I blocked the person.
Yeah.
But then you just
they have the second. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, they just do, if you *6 7 or whatever, then it blocks your number. So they would just call repeatedly from no caller ID.
Jeez,
yeah.
All right.
But anyway, so yeah, but I laughed because I was like, oh, this week's reality check, I might let somebody down because I'm not going to be and then we went to the police station.
Field trip day.
So
on Thursday, we're getting a lot of flack for this. Mm-hmm. We've had people say we're wasting a podcast episode.
Oh no!
We're going to have a total of 3 people listen.
Oh no!
Because we're talking about Peter August. We're just getting it over and done with. And then some people are confusing us for the actual show and they haven't done an entire episode and I've kindly responded, this is our podcast. We cover all characters.
Right.
We're just getting this one basically over and done with because he's done.
Yeah.
So, and there's probably some new watchers that don't know the history of Peter August.
Yes.
And I feel like it is important to know.
I
like to have this baby.
Like that the hate for him is so strong that people are no, we don't want to hear it. Don't talk about it.
Seriously, go on social media. I know you're not a big social media person, but it's kind of bad. I think this is the most hate we've ever gotten.
Oh no.
So please just stick with us through this episode. We're doing Georgie July. Sorry that we're making so many of you mad. We're not trying to. We just want to get it over and done with.
Yeah.
That way, in the future, when people are like, well, who's Lou's dad?
Right.
They can go back and be like, wow, I'm glad I didn't watch it then.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And if you've ever listened to our podcast, we weren't exactly Peter fans.
No.
But
no.
Join us on Thursday as we talk about Peter August / Heinrich Faison.
I like the way you say his
name. And PK Sinclair.
Yes. Oh, that's
exactly, because I had totally forgotten about it until I started doing my research. I was like, oh yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
So have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.